Crazy Pretzel coming to you live with a Smackdown review. Well, not really a review, more like a 5 things I liked and a 5 things I disliked. Something different. I hope I made a 5 and not a 4. I don't know. I'm gonna do something different. I don't have my notes with me, so we're gonna go off my memory of what I liked. Let's see. 5 things I liked about the show. I liked the main event, Kane versus Big Show. I like when big guys wrestle each other but can actually kind of work together. And these are two guys that can work together. They had like a lot of good big man moves in the matchup. I liked like when Kane clotheslined Big Show on the outside of the ring and like they both flipped over and went over. Kane gives Show a DDT, which Show a somersault and riff. Kane hits top rope clothesline. The only thing I disliked about the matchup, this is going to be on my dislikes now. The only thing I disliked about the matchup was the finish. Because like Edge came out and he had Paul Bearer tied up, and he was like, threatening to push him off the stage. And Kane was like freaking out, and then Big Show choke slams him for the 3 count. So Big Show beats Kane. I didn't really like that ending to the matchup though. I thought that I thought it would have been cool if Kane would have beat Big Show clean, maybe had Big Show like go up to the top rope or something, and then have Kane kind of catch him and have Big Show fall off, and then he choke slams him and pins him or something. I would have liked to have seen that versus like the different finish they had, but it was a decent matchup. I gave it a 3 out of 5. So that was one of my dislikes. Another dislike I didn't like was actually during this matchup, before they went to the commercial break, like when they showed Paul Bearer like tied up, I heard Grisham say Edge. So you obviously knew Edge was behind it, because I didn't understand why he said Edge. I mean, I'm pretty sure like 95% of the people that actually watched the show knew, if Paul Bearer when he was kidnapped, like who was behind it. It was clearly Edge, but I mean, it would have been nice for them to have like some spark of, surprise or whatever, but I guess that doesn't work. So, I don't know. Can't really have a spark without kindling and fire and gasoline. I guess you could rub 2 sticks together, but that could take a long time. I don't know. So that was the thing I disliked. I guess I can keep going over dislikes on the show. I didn't like the Nexus promo. When Otunga, this was after Vicky made the lumberjack match for tonight. I didn't like the Nexus promo because I felt kind of like they were like freaking out that all the SmackDown guys were gonna be out there, because and Otunga was like kind of whining or something. He was like, this is my life, this is what I do. What am I gonna do if I can't do this, man? It sounded like he was like almost being a face there, and he's supposed to be a Nexus. This group is supposed to be like toxic and poisonous, and demolish and destroy everything in sight. These guys are supposed to be like the Adolf Hitler of the WWE, kill everything possible, or maybe that was Stalin. It was both of them. Both were pretty evil motherfuckers. But you see what I'm saying, though. Nexus is supposed to be poison, cancer, death, skeletons. I mean, all kinds of evil shit, but, it sounded like they were being faces.
Fixed shredder up, boys.
Good. I'm sick of dealing with that weirdo.
Deal with me now, Wolf. Out of my way, lowlife scum!
So, I didn't like this promo, and what I didn't like too was I would have liked to have seen Nexus start attacking people as SmackDown stars backstage. I mean, if nothing else, if they didn't get attacking a main eventer, why not attack someone like Chris Masters or Tyler Rex or I don't know, Rey Mysterio again or something. That they could have just at least attacked a few people. I mean, obviously they could have had the lumberjack match with Nexus not being able to interfere. SmackDown showing unity against them, which I guess is fine. But they should have at least attacked a few people to look strong. So that was something I really disliked about the show. Then I didn't like the Edge Otunga matchup either, because Otunga sucks in the ring. I think he hit a suplex. I think that was his one good move in the matchup.
What an asshole.
All the rest of his offense was clotheslines, elbow drops, kicks. He sucks in the ring. He sucks. I don't think there was anything else I really disliked. It was actually a pretty good show for the most part. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I disliked. Well, if I have one more, I'll bring it up. So going back to things I liked, I really liked Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. 4 out of 5 match of the night, in my opinion. A lot of good moves in that matchup. I loved Rio's jumping enziguri kick, knocking Kofi off the apron. And Kofi just went thud on the floor. That was awesome. Kofi's suicide dive, except when he did it, he hit him, but then he, landed on his feet like a cat. It's crazy. It's good stuff. And then some more good moves in the matchup. I love Kofi's springboard crossbody he did. Very AJ Styles kind of springboard, and the ref had, a good position. I thought Kofi, would have pinned him with that. The ref did a great job with the count on that. And then I liked where before the finish started, Rio grabbed Kofi's arm and tied up his shoulder an arm into the turnbuckle, and then Rio drop kicked him into the steel post. That was pretty cool. And then that rolling armbar into the submission was awesome. So actually, this goes back to another dislike I'm gonna have coming up. I didn't like Rey Mysterio attacking Rio after the matchup with a 619. I kind of felt like last week, if Mysterio got beat up by Nexus, he should have had some beef with Nexus before Rio. Yes, they've been feuding, but I feel like he should have had some, some beef with Nexus first before going back to Rio. But other than that, though, the match was awesome. I love the matchup. Another like on the show. MVP versus Dolph Ziggler was pretty good. Some good moves in the matchup. Let's see. MVP started off pretty aggressive, going for pinfalls, and then he booted Ziggler in the face, knocked him out of the ring. Ziggler hit a famouser, which was pretty cool. There was a cool spot where Ziggler was gonna jump at MVP, and MVP just boots him in the face. Very awesome. And the finish was pretty cool too. Ziggler hit the zigzag. It was a little sloppy, but I liked the way that they did it though. Ziggler pinned him, and it was 1, 2, and I was figuring MVP was gonna kick out, right? It was 1, 2, MVP puts his foot on the rope, Ziggler just hooks it, pins it. I loved that. Great heel stuff. Good stuff. I wish the match was a little bit longer, but good heel stuff. A victory for Ziggler. He needed one. So, it was cool. I liked that. Let's see. The Kane backstage promos were okay. Those thumbs in the middle. Oh, I know another dislike I didn't like about the show. They were like, if Otunga loses, he's excommunicated. I mean, really, excommunicated? How would it happen to disconnected from the group? What happened to he's not going to be in the group anymore? I mean, excommunicated? I'm not going to work at my job anymore because I'm going to excommunicate myself from the place. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, Excommunicated. Whatever. Let's see. I liked the Divas matchup. This was on my like list. I liked the Divas matchup. Best Divas matchup of the year. Natalia versus Layla. They gave it 3 or 4 minutes, which was fine. They actually gave it a little bit of time. And it had a lot of good moves in it. Let me see how much time I got. Oh, plenty of time. I should do reviews without my notes. But yeah, they gave this plenty of time though. For a Divas matchup, and lots of good moves. Natalia hit a delayed vertical suplex, and she really held Layla up for a few seconds with that. That was cool. And then Layla started fighting back. She hit this really nice chick kick, Trish Stratus style. She hit that and knocked Natalia down. And then she in this really cool chokehold. It was I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna look silly for me to do it, but she had her legs wrapped around Natalia, kind of on the side, using her hands to stand up and choking Natalia. And then she went forward and then slammed her on the mat. It was really cool. And then she was gonna do it again, and then here's where Natalia kind of started to counter. Wound up getting on her feet and picking her up and holding her on her back. Rammed her into the post or whatever. And then she whipped whipped her around and hit like a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker or a rib breaker. It was really awesome. Really good stuff there. And then Natalya wound up winning the matchup with a sharpshooter, which was still pretty cool. I love that. I like having Natalya using a sharpshooter. I think it's awesome. I'm a fan of submission holds. So yeah, the Divas matchup was cool. 3.5 out of 5. I gave Edge and Otunga 2.5 out of 5. Otunga sucks. Ziggler and Kofi, Ziggler and MVP. My apologies, my good man. Ziggler and MVP 3 out of 5, and Big Show I gave them 3.25 out of 5. So the total score of the show was a 16.25 out of 25, which is a 65%, which is a 6.5 out of 10 on the rating scale. And that's pretty much it, folks. I mean, that was pretty much my 5 likes, 5 dislikes of the show, but I reviewed most of the matches. Like I said, the only thing I wish they could have did better on was the whole Nexus invasion thing and, promo, and pretty much anything else I said. And if you didn't catch what I said, you probably didn't watch the video, so hit the rewind button. Well, phonies, that was it, and I'll catch you guys next week for another SmackDown review. Peace out.